Growth therapy. Do you not drink?
Sometimes.
You just don't want to drink today?
I mean, no.
You don't like to get loose?
I mean, what is it?
It's berry vodka Rita.
That sounds like battery acid.
It's good though. I'm not sponsored.
Can I have a sip?
Yeah. I just like to let loose. And also I took a nap earlier. Like I did my hair and makeup and I just like slept like this.
Okay, but real tea, can we just talk about how we were just talking about that one person?
Okay.
And about like, you know, but did you know that in her parents' apartment, so they lived in the 2 bedrooms. Do you remember that apartment?
Yeah,
that she made her parents move out of the master bedroom and they gave her the master bedroom.
Yeah.
I was like, that's tea in high school.
That's just her personality.
And remember the car that she drove in high school too as well? That like piece of shit, like fucking like, oh my God, you literally could see like the road underneath like the car because there was like a piece of metal missing.
What car did she drive?
Oh, I don't remember.
Why do I remember that she had a piece of shit car? She always made it seem like she was rich. Like I remember she'd always, when she'd wear True Religions.
I remember when she had Jimmy Choo shoes and she was so happy about having them. And when she would walk down the asphalt, it'd be like click, 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 like dragging it. Like it was a moment. Very like high school vibes.
Very. I remember like she would wear True Religion jeans and she'd tell me like my jeans cost more than your whole outfit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she lives in a rental.
Okay. Oh my God. This is so shady. I love it.
I mean, she's like, she's not going to know it's her. What?
I mean, are you guys still friends?
Yeah, we're still friends. I mean, we talk, but like, I love her. I mean, I'm not BFF with her. So she never had an opportunity to like fuck me over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. And we were like,
yeah. I mean, I feel like it's so normal though. Like those friendships that are from high school have an end date. Every relationship has an end date. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
people grow apart. I just ended a friendship with my one friend who I was friends with like since I was like living in New York. I was like 24 years old and we were friends until about 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. And the things that he said to me that when I was ending the friendship with him because I found out he was talking shit about me and I called him out on it and he was trying to pull other people. He's like, oh, who told you? I'm like, that doesn't matter. What matters is what you said. Did you say this? And he's like, well, if you told me who told you, then I would figure out what was said. I'm like, no, let's not bring other people into this. Yeah, let's not bring other people into this. But then he like said this. He was like, you know what? I think this is going to be the end for... Your cat literally is trying to like claw its way in underneath the door.
God,
that was so cute.
Let me let her in.
Oh my God.
She likes to be involved in it.
No, I want her to be in here. What's her name? Luna?
Junie. Luna. Is that
Luna.
Sailor Moon?
Okay, yeah, literally. Yeah.
Luna.
But no, he was just like, you know what? I'm just going to call it a friendship. You know what our friends call you? They call you a hurricane when you walk in the room because we don't know what we're going to get or how bad it's going to be. And I was like, okay. And he was like, you've honestly changed as a person when you moved back to LA from New York, or for the matter, probably when you got an agent. I was like,
this is the most LA conversation.
I was like, okay, like, cool. And then at the end of the conversation, and this is over text, I'm like, I'm not going to tell you anything hurtful whatsoever because that is not it's not productive. Like, who does that? I'm 32 years old. I'm not going to call you out and say so many fucking things that are hurtful for you.
Because it's not high school anymore.
Yeah. And then he told a mutual friend, oh, I'm going to probably call him and we're going to talk. I'm like, after the shit that you said, like, probably not. Can I say? No, you don't know them. Oh my God. No, they were like a friend in New York.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my cat like wants to hang out with you. Okay, anyways, let's do introductions. Oh. We're just catching up. Yeah. Oh. Should I take that out?
No.
Okay, let's keep it in.
I'll tell you what not to keep it.
Okay. Well, June, I know she's hard to get. Let her come to you.
Okay, I'll have her.
She'll eventually probably go to your lap. Anyways, hi guys. It's me, Stefanie Maegan.
Oh shit!
You're
sorry.
New Year. It's okay.
It's my podcast.
The Glenn takeover, bitches.
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Breakup Therapy. And guess what? You don't know him yet, but you're about to, and you're about to love him. His name is Glenn Ellis. Glenn motherfucking Ellis, bitch.
You just fucking bit me.
I know she's kind of a cunt.
Yeah, it's okay.
She's cute, but she's like, you can't like force her to love you. Like, she has to come to you, you know?
Yeah. Just boundaries. Like how I just made this come to me.
Yeah. Like my margarita. Let me know if you want me to grab you one.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Okay. Let me just grab.
But this seems like so fitting.
Right? It's the vibe. And we're
That's
back.
literally me. You can keep the burping in.
I love to burp. They
Me too.
tell me to stop, but I don't.
When I was on Mounjaro, which is like the like other Ozempic, like I would burp all the time, and I would like literally burp in front
How
of
did you
my
like that?
clients.
Because I'm planning on getting on Ozempic.
I mean, I was super fucking nauseous like all the time, and it's not for like the faint-hearted. I am doing it again. Whatever. But so I did Ozempic the first time, and now I'm on Mounjaro. I've been on Mounjaro for like 2 weeks, and like I haven't.
Is that one better?
Apparently, well, it's better for me because when I was on Ozempic, like I would literally like be burping all the time. I would be so gassy. I would feel so lethargic, and I would not like. It would make me nauseous to even look at food. Which in some ways it was a little bit better because I like didn't eat a single thing.
Yeah.
However, on Mounjaro, like I'm still look at food. I don't get really that nauseous.
Okay.
And I still like eat. Not regularly. I eat in smaller portions. Like I've only had a salad today, which was like fine. That's why I was just like, when you're like, oh, do you want to drink? I'm like, probably should not because I just had
Oh my
salad.
God. So Glenn's going to be fucked up by the end of this episode.
I'm sleeping over.
Yeah. But anyways, you guys, background story, because I know he's new here. We've known each other since high school.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, how the fuck do we even know each other?
I don't know. I mean, we went to the same high school.
We went to the same high school. Did you go to Pastorita?
No, I went to Rancho Pico.
Okay. Oh, you're one of those bitches.
What year did you graduate?
09.
Okay, I graduated in 2010. So I was a year, but like
younger.
I probably met you through like Lena and Jamie and Emma and all those whores.
And all those fucking whores.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember, you were in show choir.
Yeah.
I was
for a year.
Me too, only for a year. I made fucking Sweethearts.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You do? Me being in Sweethearts?
I think so. With Melissa Koffler.
Yes. We're just saying names.
Yeah.
Hi, Melissa Koffler, whoever she is.
Yeah.
She's probably like run for president one day. She's
I
like
would
one of
not be
those
surprised
people.
if she did.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, like, get us any new president. Get us anybody.
No, honestly. I mean, get us someone.
Get us somebody.
With a fucking brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I just feel like I've known you for so long, but I have no, like, did we have a class together? Like, I have no memory.
I don't think so. It's so weird because like we knew of each other. We always followed each other on social media. Like, and
but we've never hung out.
We never hung out like outside of like being in high school. And then I ran into you at that roller skating rink like in 2019.
Yeah.
And that's the last time I saw you. And then we just like chatted like whatever. And then I messaged you. I'm like, when are you letting me on the pod, bitch? Like,
I know. And then I was like, fine, let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I feel like you could banta.
What? Banter? Oh, yeah. I was like, what the fuck's that? What's that accent?
I Love Island, UK. Banta.
I haven't watched Love Island. I need to watch it.
Watch the USA one because the new season, I know. Everyone.
I heard the UK one's the best one.
It is the best one. But like the latest season of like the USA one, season 5, is so fucking good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
like
watch
obsessed
it.
with them. I follow them on Instagram.
Oh, really? Okay.
I want to be friends with them.
I feel like I'd be really good on a dating show because I'm so like deadpan, you know what I mean? And then I like to fuck shit up.
Love is Blind.
I haven't watched the new season though, but I heard it's like terrible.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, because like only one couple lasts or so. Ooh. But
I mean,
sorry,
it's
spoilers.
fine. The finale, the reunion, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
I just heard that like shit hits the fan.
It does.
Yeah,
but I just also want to congratulate you because you are a hairstylist, but you're like so successful.
Thank you.
Can we like name drop people you've done, or is that like tacky?
I mean, it's not tacky. I hate doing it. I don't know why, because I think it's just like, it's one of those things that people are like, oh my God, you're doing amazing, but I stay humble at, you know what I mean?
For
like,
sure. Yeah.
Because I don't know, like, because at the end of the day, I know my roots is like, I grew up in like a 1-story basic home in Newhall, California, which super middle class, you know what I mean?
Right, right.
And
you
I'm
didn't
still
grow
that
up
kid.
in the industry.
Exactly. I didn't
like
grow up in the industry, which I guess made it like 10 times harder for me to actually like make a name for myself, quote unquote, because I feel like there's always room for improvement and people to work with and always like cultivating like how talented I am. Because I'll admit, I know I'm not the most talented person. But
I think you're so talented. Every time like I see, because like for instance, like I worked at a hair salon like as front desk.
Yeah. And a great one too.
Yeah. And a great one, very like LA, you know, all that stuff. So like I've seen a lot of work, is like what I want to say. So like I feel like I definitely know what like, not that I'm even good at doing hair on other people or just in general, but like I feel like with other people's work, like I know what's good or not. Like I could tell what's a bad haircut, a good color. Like I know what like people pay for. So when I see your work, I'm like, oh, he's good.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
So
that's so
congrats,
sweet. I definitely try. Like I think education is a huge part of it, and just like learning different skills and just like refreshing on things that you've kind of forgot.
Yeah.
And I love what I do. I truly do love what I do. Obviously, I can reach a burnout. Like I just did New York and Paris Fashion Week, and then I traveled for the 2 remaining weekends after that, and I was burnt out and I got sick. And I'm finally still feeling better.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess I just wanted to like give you your flowers because like
Thank you.
I know how hard that is just because I've seen people like start from the bottom with hair and to like really try to grow in the ladder and everything, and like especially in LA.
Yeah.
And or just even like in general, because it's like you're running your own business and to like do it successfully. So it's like you're more than just like an artist, like you're a businessman, you know? And so that's like it's true. Yeah.
I got super fucking lucky though. It's crazy like how lucky I got, because it was literally like my come up was during the pandemic, because I was just like, I assisted this hairstylist, Sally Hirschberger, and then like went
with Lisa
on the floor.
Montero, right?
Huh?
Lisa Montero was there? Was she there?
Oh yeah, I remember her.
She's also doing hair and doing well too, it seems.
Is she from Santa Clarita?
Yeah.
I don't remember
I used to be like best friends with her in high school.
You have to show me a pic. I don't fucking remember her.
She was like very low key. She wasn't really like out there, whatever, but she was very low key.
She's like brunette with great eyebrows, right?
And like bright blue eyes.
I think I remember her. She was like really pretty.
So beautiful.
Yeah. I think she like follows me on Instagram.
Like
good tits. I
yeah.
mean, I think you're
wrong crowd.
But yeah, no, I got lucky in the pandemic because I started doing this influencer's hair on TikTok, who's from TikTok. And then like that's what like skyrocketed my career. She blew up, and then I started doing her hair during the pandemic, and then we got super fucking close. And people felt so related to her that they started seeing me for haircuts. My books would be filled.
Wow.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Are you guys still friends?
Good ass times. We're friendly. We haven't seen each other since like January, but I still have like love for her.
Yeah. Just
I feel like how like I said earlier, like people grow apart, but it's also too like if we were to like hang out again, it'd be like the same. You know what I mean?
Right. It's just like people get busy.
Yeah, and she was in a relationship. I was in a relationship. She broke up with her boyfriend. I was still in a relationship. I just broke up with my boyfriend in August. Like, we were just busy doing other things.
Like shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens too. Yeah. And yeah.
Okay, so let's like get into your dating life.
Okay, let's
because you were like you DM'd me. You're like, bring me on the pod so I could talk about gay things.
I know. I sent you that like months ago or whatever.
Yeah, I was like still and I was in the middle of like trying like transition. You were in a relationship?
Yeah, I was in a relationship then. Yeah. Well, I just broke up with my ex in August.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah. You know what's funny though? The real tea is that I did not cry about it at one time when like we broke up. But when my assistant like put in her 2 weeks, like a week ago, I cried.
Aww.
And I texted her, I'm like, why am I more upset about like us? Like, why am I more upset about you leaving versus like my breakup with my ex-boyfriend?
Because a good assistant is hard to come by.
Yeah, a good assistant is hard to come by. And she was just like a therapist to me in some sort of way. She was 21 years old. Like, she's 21 years old, like, and she fucking gets it. Like, she has the best stories ever. Oh my God. Like, honestly, bring her on in the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to out her, like, I want to out this, like, story that she told me that she went on a date with someone, but, like, she would fucking murder me.
Okay, well, we'll bring her on the pod and, like, force her to tell us.
But it's good. Okay. But, yeah, let's talk about my dating life.
Yeah, so, okay, let's go back to, like, just, obviously you're identify as gay.
Yeah.
And
very gay.
Yeah. You've been gay since
Strictly
I feel like I've known you. Like,
yeah, I was out. I came out in junior high when I was 13. I was like one of the first.
You're like, this is it. Like,
yeah, like this is it. But I've always been like stubborn and hard headed and always knew what like I wanted and always like got it. You know what I mean? I was just like, fuck everyone else, like what they think. Like whatever. Sure, I'm gay.
You're like, okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm here and I'm queer. I came out over AIM too.
AIM? Yeah, I love that. So like millennial of you.
It was funny though because I was like always like the fat like short kid or whatever like in junior high, and when I came out at the end of the school year when it was transitioning into summer. I came back to school and it was just like everyone liked me.
I love that.
Because it's like, oh, it makes sense. He's gay.
He's
like
gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember like I got bangs in the middle of summer and I came back and then like all the boys started liking me. Not all the boys. That's like, but a few. Like I felt like people were like, oh my God, Steph got bangs, and it was like this thing.
Wait, like the men weren't attracted to you because you got bangs?
Men were attracted to me in 7th grade, and then I obviously I guess had like a glow up but all I did was get
It's like the summer I turned pretty. That was me in freshman year of high school. Yeah, I went vegetarian because that was when all like, oh my God, PETA, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then I went vegetarian. I lost like all this fucking weight because I wasn't like eating a lot.
Yeah.
And I like had a glow up.
I love that. Everyone has like a glow up at that age, and it's like it's like a memorable story.
It's like the braces are coming off, like tits are growing in, are filling in.
You get bangs.
Yeah, the acne is clearing up, hopefully.
You wear Hollister, Abercrombie, wear the ick clothes with like your skirts and like Uggs.
I have such the ick from those days.
I love it.
I used to work at Hollister, and before that I was at Red Robin at the Valencia Town
Center.
Red
Robin, I love Red Robin.
I still love it. On the bottomless fries.
Yes, yeah. I love it. Wait, you worked at Hollister?
Yeah,
Jealous.
I worked at Hollister literally for like 2 weeks. I like went on a 15-minute break and then got over it.
You were a model because everyone was like a model.
Yeah, everyone was like a model. These drinks are strong.
I know. I'm kind of feeling it too. But anyways, okay, back to your dating life. So like, how long were you in this relationship for?
A year. A year.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Was this your longest relationship, or even?
No.
Okay. So you've been in like several relationships.
I've been in 2 like ones that I consider like an actual relationship.
Yeah. And so like, how did you meet this person? What happened? Let it out. The burp was like ready for a release.
Yeah. I was like thinking, wait, what was the question?
Just tell me about your relationship. Like, how did we meet? Okay, we were set up when we were 23, when I was like living in New York, and we dated for like a month. Oh my God, I thought he was the most beautiful man like I've ever seen in my life when we were like hooking up, and he was just like perfect. He was just like, he's white and like literally 1/8 like Filipino, like blonde hair, green eyes. Papa.
Yeah, from Connecticut, like fucking stunning dude. Stunning. And I was like so hurt when like we only dated for a month and then he was off like gallivanting, like doing his own thing. And he was only recently out, I think like a year at that point.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he was like, I'm in my hoe phase.
Yeah. Maybe he was in his hoe phase, but he was just like wanting to date like lawyers and like doctors and like people and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like people that would look good to like introduce his parents to.
Right.
And then I remember when I was in New York, like I think like 2.5 years ago, I was wasted at this restaurant, Don Angie. I love you, Don Angie. And I texted him, I'm like, hey, do you still live in the West Village? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. Let's like hang out. And I went over to his place afterwards, wasted. And I'm like, oh, do you have anything to drink? He's like, yeah, I just don't, I don't drink anymore. I'm like,
boring.
Fuck. He's like, but I do have mushrooms. I'm like,
I love mushrooms.
Me too. And so we did mushrooms and literally like made out like, have you ever like hooked up on mushrooms?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Yeah, exactly, because no one wants to. We literally made out like on fucking mushrooms and like did the thing.
Yeah.
And it felt like I was like in the fucking sandbox in kindergarten at Wiley Canyon.
At Wiley Canyon. Oh my God, you went to Wiley Canyon. I went to Meadows. Santa Clarita kids.
Yeah.
Shout out.
But yeah, that's how we met. And started hooking up. And then I remember one time it was the Met Ball, like in New York, the Met Gala, whatever. And I went over to his place after doing a client. I'm like so exhausted. And then I like lay on his couch and he like grabs my feet and starts rubbing my feet. I'm like, ew, like, why do I have butterflies in my stomach? Like, this is so fucking weird. And then like, I literally ghosted him for 3 days. And he like texted me, he's like, I hope you have a safe flight back to LA, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, hey, just to let you know, like, I'm starting to get feelings for you. And IDK how I feel about it. And then he texts
what's
back,
your sign?
Virgo.
Okay, bitch.
Why?
Because Virgos are bitches.
What are you?
Aquarius.
Fuck you. My ex-boyfriend, like that, my ex-ex is an Aquarius, and that relationship was like the one that like
really
fucked me up.
Oh no, like I love Virgos because like I have a couple of Virgo best friends who are great, but like 2 like loves of my life before my boyfriend, like yeah, Virgos.
Great catch.
Yeah. Well, no, he knows. I'm like very open. I'm like, I've been in love 3 times and it's the 3rd time. But my 2 first loves were Virgos.
Okay, come on, Carrie Bradshaw.
Oh.
There's 3 big loves in your life or whatever it's called.
Oh my God.
Remember that?
Yes, I am Carrie Bradshaw, like deep down. I'm like the LA Broke version. I'm the LA Broke Brown version. You know what I mean?
No. Yes, I do. But you're not like at top ramen level. You have like absolute fucking canned water. I mean, but those hot Cheeto puffs it's coming close.
Well, I love hot Cheeto puffs. Like,
I love hot Cheetos.
Really? Well, I mean, I love hot Cheetos.
Do you remember the baked hot Cheetos? Do you remember at Heart when they had the bean and cheese burritos and I would like shove the fucking baked hot Cheetos in them?
I would not do that.
So good. Why?
Because ew. I
feel
like that makes
you. Carl's Jr. too?
What would you say?
I should have eaten before I came here.
I know. I feel like
Carl's Jr.
Yeah, they used to give us like Carl's Jr. like Western bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, which is so random. This one is the cheapest one or whatever. Yeah,
but it was only like once a week.
No.
But I love the Nestea boxed.
Oh my
Nesteas.
God, do they still make those?
I don't know, but they were like 75 cents. For
Oh my God, we need
little...
to find them back in 2010.
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah, or even earlier, like 2005.
Okay. Sorry,
Anyways.
but aside us from being fat bitches from high school, I have ADHD.
So
we're gonna trail off. This is gonna be like a 2-hour episode, like cut into like a 1 hour.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
I let it just rip.
Yeah, let it.
Just let it happen.
Oh, I just hit my head on the mic.
Like they're kind of used to it at this point. Like I've done episodes with Nathan where the episode was about nothing, but we taled about Trisha Paytas.
I love Trisha Paytas.
Same.
Anyway, so So I was like the text message, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ended in August.
Oh, why? Okay, you just jumped. Like, okay, so. Well, why didn't it work out? So you said, okay, I don't care how I feel. And then how did you eventually
He said, he's like, I'm starting to get feelings for you too. And I'm like, oh. And
what was his sign?
Pisces.
Oh, so he has
he's like a very sweet guy. He's a very sweet guy, and I feel a lot for him. I think he's a really great guy. I just think that he has a lot internally that he needs to work on.
It's okay, we all do.
Out on. You know?
Yeah.
I just think some people are just not meant to be with each other.
Was it toxic?
No, it wasn't toxic for me whatsoever. Like it wasn't toxic for me. I was running on empty for a long time. Like I was running on empty, like definitely like 6 months into it. And I elongated a year.
What do you mean running on empty?
I was running on empty because I feel like it's hard being in a long distance relationship. It's a really difficult thing to do. Mm-hmm. And it was really hard for me just to be with someone that he's a really, really great guy. I really do care about him. I cannot be with someone that lacks ambition. And he comes from like a fucking phenomenal family. I adore his family like so much. And I love them so much. They're such amazing people. He was just like coasting through life, like totally fine, like not doing anything with his life or his career.
That's
and
hard.
not to say that like, oh, he doesn't want to do that. Like he doesn't want to do anything amazing with his career. But when I was with him, I just found that he lacked drive and ambition. And I definitely brought this to his attention. And I was just like, it was like kind of like me, like he was he was actually condescending in a way. And this is the real tea.
Yeah.
So I remember this drove my fucking friend crazy. Like when we were in Miami, he was being super condescending towards me, and it just like drove her fucking nuts. Like just like trying to correct me of what I was saying like, oh, I think you're actually meaning to say this. Like I think it was just like,
that's fucking rude.
I said, oh, I'm delusional, but I was waking up. It was like, the time change between LA and Miami is like 3 hours. So I was like, oh, I'm so delusional right now. And he's like, you mean delirious? I'm like, no, delusional. And then we were at the pool table hanging out with my friend that was there with her fiance on their anniversary, and he was like, yeah, Glenn thinks that he is delusional, but I told him that he was being delirious this morning. And my friend Anya was just like, well, he can also be delusional too. And he was like, that's true. And that just like drove her up the fucking wall.
Yeah, because she's like, why is he always like, because I'm sure it was probably just more than that. It was just layers of him.
But also too, one time he asked me, he was like, can I ask like one request to you? This is over their phone. He's in New York, I'm in LA. He's like, can I ask one request? I'm like, yeah. He was like, can you just like ask me to go to bed when you're tired? I'm like, what do you mean?
Wait,
he's like, when you say, instead of saying, instead of how you usually say like, oh babe, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed, like I'll call you tomorrow, like can you say like, hey babe, I'm tired, do you mind if I call you tomorrow? Or do you mind if I go to bed and call you tomorrow? Like, ew.
What?
Yeah. He also got really pissed off at me over his birthday in Miami because I didn't make a speech at dinner.
Oh my. What kind of... That's so fucking weird.
Yeah. And I was just like...
That's a weird thing to
I was
be
like,
upset about.
I was like, my birthday, you didn't make any speech whatsoever. And he was just, he was like, well, you asked...
Do people make speeches at birthday dinners?
I guess. Maybe this is like a waspy white thing. I don't fucking know. Yeah. But like, I remember at my birthday, I'm like, well, you didn't give me a toast. He's like, no, but you asked everyone to give you a roast. I'm like, because I wanted like the roast of Glenn Ellis.
Though.
Exactly. And he was just like, there's a reason why that roast and toast rhyme.
That is the weirdest thing to fight about.
This is also a weird thing too. One time he was just like, this was like months later, and he was like, are you okay? Like, I feel like you're emotionally distant. I'm like, honestly, I'm just checked out, babe. Like, I'm checked out.
Yeah.
And then that was like its whole drama. It like the fire blew over. And then he talked to his therapist, and like I told him, we were chatting on the phone, and he was just like, so are you still feeling like checked out? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I felt indifferent. And he was just like, I was going to say, by you saying that you were checked out was kind of abusive. I was like, abusive? I got so fucking pissed.
What did you mean by abusive? But also, you can't just throw that word around.
No, you cannot throw that word around. No, he meant abusive. And I was just like, how the fuck was that abusive? That wasn't abusive. He's like, no. Dr. Mendel agrees, his therapist. I'm like, we're talking, like, I hate it when people weaponize therapy. That is the biggest ick to me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just literally hung up the phone. I was just like, never villainize me and saying that I'm abusive by saying something like that. That is fucking ridiculous. I'm not abusive whatsoever. Do never say that to never say that to me again.
Just because you said you were checked out.
And I was being honest. It's like kind of hard. It's like kind of like a fucking tactic. I feel like was that some people have. They would like weaponize what you use against you to kind of one up you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
When I was trying to say emotionally, I felt checked out, and I didn't feel emotionally safe with him after that.
Yeah, which is a valid question. It should have been like more of a conversation. Okay, why are you checked out? Versus being like, well, my therapist thinks that what you just said was abusive. It's just like,
it's fucking stupid.
Horrible rebuttal.
Fucking stupid.
Like it's not even.
And then when at the end of the relationship, like he came to me, and our sex life was like honestly like not even that great because he had a big dick and didn't know what to do with it.
Oh, but usually big dicks don't know what to do.
I know.
Right? Is that like a thing even in...
Actually, no. I recently had sex with someone that had a huge fucking cock and knew exactly what to do with it. It was hot. Except he wanted to come in my ass, and I was just like, no.
You know what? What? Why not?
But because I'm not gonna give someone that I just met off of Grindr a piece of me. I'm like, I'm sorry.
I didn't know the circumstance. But
I'm sorry. This is the fucking golden treasure that you're even lucky to be a part of.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, so then like, where does he? Okay. So like you had him pull out, but it's not like you get you pregnant.
I had him pull out too.
Yeah,
and his dick was also sensitive too. Like apparently, and I didn't know this. Some guys who have like such thick dicks have very sensitive dicks. Like he literally asked me. He said, when you give me head, don't like clench your lips on top of my dick, like because my dick is too sensitive. I'm like, okay. Like
actually that makes sense because I had like one really big dick where it was very sensitive. Like as soon as he like entered it, he would come. And
that's a curse.
That is a curse, and I felt like he would like hate himself for it. Like it's kind
of nice though. I feel like could he come and then have sex 5 minutes later?
No, that was the thing. He couldn't do that. Like once he was done, he was like, I'm like it like would take so much of his energy.
I feel like he needs to go on like an SSRI.
I know. Well, I mean, he told me that he just like didn't like masturbate until like later in life.
Which how does that fuck him up with? I don't get it.
I don't know.
That's not an excuse,
right? That's what I'm saying. I was like,
except I get a little weird with like having sex with some people. Like sometimes I can't get hard while having like fooling around with someone.
Really?
You know, I recently just discovered that a lot of men like get hard while making out with someone. Like straight men and gay men alike. Like I don't get hard when I make out with someone.
Oh, really?
I get hard when someone's sucking my dick.
Oh, but you don't get hard like during like foreplay when you're making out and just like or like if they like you're having really good chemistry and like the conversation's really good.
Oh my god, no.
Really?
No. I need to be naked on top of someone. Yeah. What?
Wait, oh really? So it has to be like, but then like if he hasn't sucked your dick yet, so it's soft and then he has to suck it to be hard?
No.
Oh.
Usually they like fiddle around and like play with it before.
Oh, okay. So like a hand.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. It was like regurgitated, like very.
I saw it in your face.
What is your cat staring at? Why is it hanging out like next to my keys?
Because she likes you.
She fucking bit me 5 minutes ago.
I know, she's kind of a cunt. That's the thing. It's like you just like she's so sweet, but she's also like really.
Hi, Salem.
Just kind of Salem.
Yeah.
Salem, Luna.
Okay.
All the witchy things.
Okay,
but back to your dick. So they have to.
I was gonna go back to the breaking up.
Okay, sorry. That too. Okay, then go back to breaking up.
Okay, so breaking up. I only ate a salad today. I told you. I wanted to fucking Postmate.
Okay. I had bacon and eggs. No, hash browns. That's all I had today.
From where? Oh,
I made it. I mean, like here. I have
bacon. Oh, tea. Okay. Yeah. So when we broke up, he was just like blah blah blah. Like I feel like you can't be like off of your phone and then you're emotionally disconnected. I'm like, okay, like period. makes sense.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, I think we should go to like couples counseling, blah, 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 blah. Or no. Okay. So he was like crying over the phone, like saying like we should break up, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I completely agree. Like, I feel like you've been in pain a long time. And I feel like you need to figure out a lot of things for yourself, as do I.
Yeah.
And right now is not good timing. Like, I could tell that you're depressed and you're not happy at the point where you are in life, because he's an interior designer, and like his only clients were like his parents, and that's it. And I was just like, I feel like there's a lot of things that you need to figure out, like, et cetera. And he's just like started crying. One of the things that he said to me was just like, I am surprised that you're not being so defensive, because I can get defensive when I argue. Like, who cannot get defensive when they argue?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, because each person is starting to prove their point and trying to like, make the other person like see what they are seeing. But also it's like the aggression that comes with it too as well, I think.
Yeah.
With a lot of
that's why
arguing.
it gets difficult. That's why we have to like calm down and listen to each other.
But he was dealing with like, was dealing with a lot of like mental health issues that he was finally getting help with. And then one day he told me, he was just like, yeah, I don't think I want to, like, he's like, I'm trying to wean myself on my medication. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Like, I feel like if like, I don't know why, like, but I feel like you need it. But who am I to tell? Who am I to say?
It's his body, his choice.
Like, I'm on a cocktail. Like, I feel like it's a great cocktail.
Right. What cocktails are you on?
Oh, I'm on Vyvanse and Lexapro. Or what are you?
I mean, I've done like Prozac and I loved it. Prozac.
Really?
I
heard that makes you skinny. Oh.
I know, I did. I literally lost like 20 pounds in a month.
Oh my God, period. When I went Lexapro,
but then I went off of it, like gained back and more. So I'm like,
it's crazy. No, so like when I started Lexapro, I gained like 30 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fucked up. So that's why I'm on Monjaro. I don't know, because I'm on a happy pill. But the thing is, though, it lowers your like sex drive, but it made me made me hornier.
Oh.
It was fucked up.
No, my sex drive is non-existent.
Oh, really?
Like,
that's
I couldn't even.
Your boyfriend. Anyways, anyways, he was like, oh my God, like I thought you were gonna be super defensive, like blah 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 blah. I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm hearing you out. I can tell that you're in pain. I'm not gonna yell at you while you're in pain. And he was just like, we went on a break for a week, and then he was like, I think we should figure it out. I'm like, okay, like, let's figure it out. And he said we should go to couples counseling. I'm like, okay, tell me like when, like, let's look for a therapist. And he's like, oh no, my therapist can do couples counseling for us. So I was like,
trust your therapist.
No.
That's not healthy. Like, you shouldn't go to like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it should be like an unbiased
Yeah,
situation.
exactly. Like, I'm not going to see your therapist that you've seen for 14 years. Like, what the fuck? That's bias. And I don't think it's like, it goes with any kind of conduct of therapy. You know?
Exactly. I feel like
it goes against, like, I feel like it's crossing like a boundary. And I've seen therapists before that said, like, no, you should not go see a personal therapist for couples counseling. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like that's
ethically not
therapist.
okay. Exactly.
That's
weird. Anyways, long story short, we broke up. Like, it was super short. He's like, I'm leaning more towards us going our separate ways. I'm like, I agree totally, because I was just like checked out and done at that point, because I'm just like, I'm trying to live my life. I'm like, I don't need to be in a relationship. I believe like I am complete as a person myself, by myself. And if I'm together with someone, that's an add-on, like, which is great. That's an extra bonus.
That's the healthy way of looking in a relationship. Yeah.
So a week later, I was like fucking around on TikTok, and I saw like a little album that we made of each other, and blah, 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 blah. And I stitched it, and I just said, we broke up, and started laughing. And then I started laughing, and then the people commented, and I remember someone said, I think, this is like the first like 20 minutes of it posting, they're like, oh girl, I hope he was paying your rent, because girl. And I responded back and said, LOL, no. Yeah. And then didn't open the app for the rest of the night. It was the evening. And then the next day I got a text from his sister saying like, I can't believe you would post something like that, blah, 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 the comments and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. I went into TikTok, didn't look at the comments again, and then deleted it. And then I get a Venmo request for $2,600 from my ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
Why?
From his birthday in Miami. Oh my God, let me pull up the text.
A Venmo request?
This is like comedic.
2,600? Oh my God. That's petty.
No, but like look at the text. Like, I'm like, can you not? He said, this is August 23rd, 8:56 a.m. Sent you a Venmo for Miami. Oh, let me backtrack on that though. When we were breaking up, he was like, I think we should talk about this further when you're in New York. And I said, I love you, but we're not going to be talking for a very long time. I need time to heal.
Right.
I need time to be by myself. Like,
space.
You know, I need space. And his voice started cracking, and he kept like backtracking, saying, I still think it's a really good idea. I'm like, you're not getting that. I'm not going to give that to you. I'm doing this for myself.
Right.
here he is Venmo requesting me and texting me and crossing the boundary.
Right.
You know what I mean? Venmo request
Not
is fine.
listening to, yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, I still don't want to talk to you. He said, sent you a Venmo for Miami. Let me know if you have any questions. And I said, hi, name. I want to apologize to you and what I posted. I am sorry. I was immature. You have every right not to forgive me. As far as Miami, I'm going to have to think about it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just find it weird that you're requesting me 5 months after the fact. And I paid for my birthday trip last year and didn't ask a cent from you or anyone. And he said, I thought we had discussed this. I admit that I'm way behind on Venmo. You did agree to pay for a vacation for us to celebrate your birthday this fall at Wildflower in lieu of Venmoing me. That obviously isn't happening anymore, so I feel that this is appropriate. I also want to add that I've never flinched about paying you back about anything or Venmo me for. Most recently for Wildflower. I agree this feels weird given the circumstances. I'm sorry I waited for so long. Also, I feel like Miami was completely different from your big group trip. Miami was just us and more vacation for us accordingly. I forgive you about the post. It really hurt my feelings, especially the comment section. But I forgive you and still hope we can reach normal return someday. Didn't respond. September 7th. 6:29 a.m. This is when I'm in New York, so like 9:30 a.m. Hey, hope you're well. Do you have an idea when you'll be able to pay the above? Oh my God. What?
That is so disrespectful.
Pay the above ? And then I didn't respond. And then 2 days later, he questioned it. And I said, my answer is still the same as it was the first time. Your request doesn't feel sincere and we don't need to hash this out. I'm not able to discuss this further. He said, you owe me money. It's plain and simple. We do need to hash this out. Please take tonight to think about it. I'll be in touch tomorrow. And I said, this isn't about money. It's about power. You don't care about you don't care about the money. You don't care. You care about having the last word. If this were reversed and I had paid for the first trip, I never would have asked you to pay me. It's embarrassing and petty. I don't view a romantic relationship as transactional. I'm not answering any more texts.
Yeah. I hate that.
But like, who the fuck? Like, he's treating a romantic relationship as transactional.
That's just his way of coping and trying to like minimize the relationship to make him feel better.
But it's kind of like insane, don't you think?
No, I think it's like very ugly.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, it's not about the money. You know, the money. In the world. Who sang that
Forget
song?
about the price tag.
Oh my God, Jessie J.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
Cha-bing.
Very 2010. That was, Jessie J.
Like,
But that is like, I think it's, I feel like people joke about doing stuff like that because it's funny to like, let me invoice my ex for wasting my time. But to actually like do it and be so like petty with that is like, gross. Like, thank God you didn't go through like a divorce with him and you shared like,
exactly,
like a house and kids and shit.
I just wonder what his like friends think about him. Like, actually, like seeing like someone that's like in 32 years old that like is not doing really anything with their lives and just coasting through life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not doing anything, not working. Like literally one day I remember he told me, I was just like, oh, how was your day? And he said, I had quite the busy day. I went on a walk with blah, blah, blah this morning. Then I got lunch with this person. And then I went on another walk. And I'm like, but that's your busy day. I'm like fucking working like
on the floor.
I'm like working on the floor in the salon, like a fucking sweatshop, like doing 10 clients a day while you're just like coasting and like having leisure lunch. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit of jealousy, but also too, it's a little bit of resentment because I'm like, I worked so fucking hard for what I've gotten. And
the labor put in, and then for him, he doesn't do shit.
It was
to like get some. Yeah, no, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Unless you like actually had a deal, but even then, it's just like, I don't know, it's really tacky.
Yeah.
It's very tacky.
Yeah. Okay, so the rest of the text message is like, I can assure you that this is not about power. This is nothing more than what is owed. I regret that you're making what is a mature mutual breakup so hostile. I don't hold ill feelings towards you in the slightest. I don't think sincerity is relevant here. This is simply what we had discussed. I didn't respond. The next day, I was fucking hungover. I had a threesome the night before.
Okay, we'll go back to
like I literally woke up. I woke up to this like text message like in bed with like 2 guys. And
what a life.
It was my birthday weekend. It says, good morning. I would like to speak. I'm kicking. This one kills me. Good morning. I would like to speak about the above in person, or at the very least over the phone. I feel a lot is getting lost in translation via text, and I fear that this is turning into something far more dramatic than it is. Please let me know when you're available. And then I blocked him.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
As you try to like reach out in any way?
No, because I think you got the hint. I unblocked him like a couple weeks ago because I'm just like, oh, I'm over it. I just needed space. Like I needed space. Yeah. And I felt like overwhelmed, and I felt like he was suffocating me.
For sure.
I was over it. I felt suffocated in the relationship a lot. Like, yeah, it was just like a lot. And I also detached because I was just over it. Yeah. I was over it. And I'm such a pushover. Like, I'll literally stand something because I don't want to deal with conflict. Oh, and he had a bad temper too. He'd always say like, I have my mother's temper. I apologize. I'm like, don't use that as an excuse. Like, it's like beating a dead horse at this point. Don't fucking yell at me. We're 32. We don't need to yell. I'm not your child. Yeah.
Like, we could have a conversation and be adults about this. Hi, Jude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's tough. That's exhausting. Because it's like, exhausting. It's like, it's more than just emotional. It's just like, now it's like you're trying to like hound me for money.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh God, that's so tacky.
That's very tacky.
So tacky.
And so uncomfortable. Like, just like finances in general, it's like such an uncomfortable thing. And then like you add it on with the breakup, like, especially when you're like, I need space, you know, not respecting that. Like,
I'm like, I just wanted space. And I'm just like, of course I was like, of course he's messaging me while I'm in New York, like during Fashion Week and I'm busy. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you. And no, I don't want to see you. Yeah. I just don't understand why people don't respect boundaries like that.
That's such a Virgo thing for you to be like, Virgos are really like, once they realize they're done, they're very like, they cut you off quick. And
you think?
Very like cold, yeah.
I think I'm a Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini.
Oh my God! So you're crazy. But
crazy good. Yeah, exactly.
But great in bed.
Yeah, I'm a great fuck, and your apartment will be organized. Okay.
Yeah, no, I love that. Well, actually, I have a friend who's like I have a few friends who are astrologers. Like, they should read your chart.
They should. Oh my God, should we do like a threesome like thing and like be like, like read each other's chart, like read our charts?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, we'll just have you over and I'll have them come over and just like read your life.
JB. Is she an astrologer?
JB, no, I'm not friends with her anymore.
Oh, but I'm sorry.
But I don't think she was in astrology.
That's hot.
It's the I don't know if you've ever seen like the twins on any of my content.
Who's the twins?
The twins, Cammy and Nikki.
Do I know them?
You should know them. Oh, they're great. You would actually get along with them.
I mean, okay.
But they could read your chart.
Oh, are they astrologers?
Nikki like has been studying it, but we have a friend who's like an actual professional like astrologer.
Oh, okay, cool.
And like ayahuasca shaman. He's like
I want to do that. I want to do ayahuasca.
I know, me too.
I'll do it with you.
Yeah, no,
I'll do it with you. We should film a podcast while being on ayahuasca.
I would love to, except we would probably shit and throw up throughout the
We can edit that out. It's fine. Yeah.
But that's like a part of the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I mean, whatever.
But yeah, no, my friend literally just got like trained to be an ayahuasca shaman from like a tribe in Peru. Like, he's like,
that's tea.
Yeah. So and he like lost all this weight because he like couldn't eat anything except like fruits and
like fat camp. Like, okay.
Honestly, shit. I don't. But he ate like fruits and vegetables and like was like in.
That's like a bottom diet.
That is such a bottom diet.
Nathan Lusk, we hear you and see you.
He's not a bottom, actually. He doesn't like to bottom.
You're fucking lying. He's
been on the show. I've asked him.
You're fucking
lying. And I'm
lying.
best friends with him, so I know. I swear to God.
You're fucking lying.
I swear.
You're fucking lying. It's always the skinny twinks that are fucking tops. Let me tell you.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yeah, that is the thing.
He's like a.
What is he doing these days?
Oh, he's a wedding photographer.
Okay. Oh, yeah. He did my friend Crystal's wedding. Okay, good for him. Okay, word.
Like, he's living life.
Love that. Oh, yeah. And he has a septum. Like, go off. Like, he's coming into his own.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who's gay from Heart, though? Who came out? Who came out from Santa Clarita? Anyone hot?
See. Well, Nathan was always like, we always knew he was gay.
Yeah, everyone knew. Ryan Vermontes is gay. We know that. He's a drag queen in New York.
Oh, he was so gay. Yeah. Was he not gay? And
Brian Lund is gay.
Brian Lund? I remember that name, but I can't put a face
he's gay. Who else is gay?
I mean, everyone is show choir.
Not everyone.
Who else is gay? I'm trying to think.
I don't know. We'll come back to that one.
Yeah. We should just go get our yearbook out and just be like, are they gay now?
Oh my God, you do not have that here.
But I actually do, like, in my...
I want to kill myself. That's hilarious.
But I'm not going to pull it out.
Yeah, let's not pull it out.
That's a whole thing. But, like, yeah, so...
Your cat looks like she wants to fucking kill me.
Yeah,
have you done anal before?
I have, yeah. And I love a butt plug.
Like while getting fucked in the pussy?
Yeah, or eaten out.
I love getting eaten out.
I love getting eaten out too.
Me too.
Have you ever seen a pussy? Would you ever like
touch one?
Yeah.
No. Would you?
Actually, yeah. I've been wanting to like go through like a lesbian phase. Like I want to like explore women.
I've seen my best friend's pussy.
Well, I mean, that's like, you know.
It was like I remember I was like mortified, and she was like, at least it was a pretty one. Aww. I was just like, T, okay.
One time I was drunk. It was on my like 28th birthday, and I was at a bar in Chinatown, and I showed like two of my best gay guy friends at the time, like my vagina, and I gave them like a little tour.
What kind of tour?
In the stall, like after we did cocaine.
Like to look, like look. Did they touch?
No, but I just like I had a flashlight, and I just showed them like, this is where the clit is, the whole thing.
I learned about the anatomy of the vagina in Orange is the New Black from Laverne Cox, and that's my extent of what I want to know about the vagina.
Yeah, but actually that was like not valid because I thought this one thing was my clit, so I was wrong.
Oh,
so I didn't even know what my clit was, so I was even wrong. I gave them the wrong information.
Oh, really? Oh my God, that's terrible.
I know. I really
thank God I don't have to worry about that. Childbirth and dealing with periods. Like I salute women for sure, but like I would not want to deal with that.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah,
I would love to like try a penis for a day, like have a penis and just like wonder what it's like to just like stick it into.
Honestly,
things.
though, I would love to be a woman because I would like use that shit, like utilize that shit. I would fuck my way to the top. I would be the biggest fucking slut. I can see you doing
that. Like if you were like, you would literally be like.
Honestly, I'm a fucking throat goat too as well, so it'd be like fucking game over.
Oh, you like giving head?
I'm really good at it.
Oh my God.
It's not that I like it. I'm really good at it.
What do you do that makes you like good at it?
I don't have a gag reflex really. And I can like deep throat like a big, like I deep throated this guy once that was like 13 inches.
Whoa.
And like easily.
Easily?
Yeah. Well, it's all about like relaxing like your muscles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except I can't bottom for shit. It's so hard for me to bottom. Like I love bottoming. Don't get me wrong. Like love it.
Do you choose to bottom over anything else?
Yeah, because it's actually it's not easiest. Yeah, because I can just like lay there.
Are you a pillow princess?
I'm like a lazy starfish. I'm a pillow princess. Yeah. So like
honestly, I love to be a pillow princess sometimes. Like there's days where I'm like, let me ride and do all the things to put on a show, but other days I'm like,
it's like I want someone to be obsessed with me and I don't have to do anything.
Like let me just lay there and you do whatever you want to me and I'll just take it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Sometimes there's days that call for that.
Yeah, and then I dated someone that like didn't like getting head and that didn't last.
Didn't like getting
No, he's
head?
like, I would rather fuck. I'm like,
okay. I'd rather fuck.
I would rather fuck.
Actually,
I'm
like there's this one dude I did hook up with before where he was like had like a very traumatizing experience with head before.
How? Tell me.
Like I don't know. I think just a while ago. I think it was just like she probably bit it or something like that. I think that's what happened.
Like
and so he. Nothing wrong with pussy.
I don't want to get canceled.
No, it's okay. Trust me. We've said far more canceled.
I'm not trying to degrade women. I love women. I love women more than gay men.
Yeah.
Full disclosure.
Yeah. No, it's fine. That wouldn't get you canceled. Trust me. There's been worse things said on here.
Oh, perfect.
But yeah, but I never gave him head because he was like, yeah.
I love giving head. Well, sorry. I don't look at me. I just contradicted myself. I'm like, I don't like it, but I'm good at it. Look at me calling myself out.
You're such a whore.
No, I'm in my whore face right now, though.
I have such a gag reflex. Like I like brush my teeth and like fucking brush my tongue and I'll throw up.
Oh yeah, I love that though.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that happens with everybody though. You know what I mean? Like that's not even a gag reflex. It's just like a reflex.
I know, but sometimes like I've had roommates call me out and be like, I hear it every morning. You just.
Have you ever thrown up on a dick before?
No, almost.
Really? Me either. Oh, really?
But I just keep going. But anyways, you said you're going through a hoe phase?
Yeah, I'm going through a fucking hoe phase.
You had a threesome.
Yeah, I had a threesome in New York.
Oh my God, I love that. How did this happen?
I was at the Soho House with my friend and she was like, I was with her other gay friend. I was making out with her gay friend. Oh. Fucking whore.
Yeah. Have you ever made out with Nathan Lusk?
No.
Oh, you guys should, just for fun.
He's not my type.
Okay.
I think he's sweet.
He's
not. He's just not my type.
You're probably not each other's type, and it's not.
Yeah, we're not each other's type, and I'm like, he reminds me of high school. Like, I would not do that.
It's like show choir.
I don't think I would hook up with anybody from high school.
Aw.
I mean, that's gay. Straight, maybe.
Yeah.
But going back to that, Blake Borland, I would.
Who?
Remember Blake Borland? He was in
I
the football
remember that
team. He was
name.
hot. Now he works in like construction somewhere.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Blake Borland.
And then like the bullies that I had in junior high, I have like weird like fucking fantasies of like fucking them.
Oh my God. Did you get bullied by like straight guys?
Yeah, well, obviously. I mean, one of
Yeah.
them is like a loser and like a vegan and like lives at his parents' house still. So
Love
I'm
that
like,
for him.
look who is
Look who won.
winning life.
Right. Anyways, back to the
okay. So
threesome.
back to the threesome. My friend Candace was like, I'm bored of you faggots, because she was like, oh, you're there making out like I'm a single girl alone. Started talking to these guys behind her, and they were really attractive guys. Anyways, I went and like got and. I have to blur that out.
No, it's fine.
And then
I mean, okay,
like
I'll blur
we
it
literally
out.
like go out and people start dropping off like fives, and I ended up being with like these two straight guys. One of them was just got a divorce and one of them ended an engagement like a year and a half ago, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I like went to the bathroom and pissed, and we were talking about tattoos, and they're like, what's your favorite tattoo? And I was wearing these jeans, I think, at the time, and I was like, probably my thigh tattoo. And they're like, oh, let me see it. And I put my pants down, like down to like here, like the calf.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, huh, and then pulled my underwear down and we just all like hooked up. Yeah.
I love that. See, like I feel like it's so like easy to get like in a threesome with like guys. Like I feel like guys are just like easy to be like, let's just suck each other off and just do this.
It was the
thing.
first time I've ever hooked up with men that are pansexual, and it was
they're
hot.
pan? Oh, love
Yeah,
that.
they're pan. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it was
Yeah,
hot.
I'm like, okay, yeah, it was really hot.
See, like I want to have like threesomes with like girls. Like I want to hook up with girls, but I feel like I just scream straight.
I feel like it's probably too much work though if you were to do it with another guy. Why don't you want to do it with another guy?
Because I already have like a dick at home. I want something new,
Oh, okay.
you know? And I've also felt like I've always been very curious with women. Like
Really?
I love boobs.
Really?
Yeah, I want like boobs in my mouth.
Mm.
And
You know
I,
what's
I'll
like a
like
new-
masturbate to like the thought of boobs.
Okay, you know what's a really thing that people are really
I might be
into?
the one that's gay from high
do you,
school.
do you want to know what is something that straight couples are really into with having threesomes? They love having sex with someone that's trans.
Oh,
Yeah, which I'm like, interesting.
that'll be fun. Actually, I'm down.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I
Really?
would have. I mean, I don't know. But it's just like an attraction thing.
What
You know
if
what
it's
I
like
mean?
a trans
From female to
man
male.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when you will like. See
Yeah, I
pussy.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust me, there's like some real hot ones like I would hook up with
Oh,
too.
for sure.
But
No,
I'm
I
like,
totally. There's someone that's trans that lives in my building. I'm like, I would definitely have sex with them.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some like really hot. Like I can't like stop watching Troy Sivan's fucking.
Oh, I matched
I mean,
with him on Raya,
Oh,
and then
really?
like, yeah, I matched with him on Raya, and that pussy ass did not message me back.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
Well,
motherfucker.
he looks great
but
in
then,
drag, but
real tea. A year and a half later, he booked me for a fucking haircut. Yeah.
Did you like tell him, hey?
No, fuck no. I had a boyfriend at the time.
Oh, but so you did his hair?
Yeah, I did his hair. He was cool. He was quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
He seems just to himself.
Yeah, to himself.
But like, I love his new music video where he's in drag.
right.
I'm
Oh,
like,
I didn't
he
watch
looks so
that.
hot. I'm
I
like,
didn't
a
watch that,
chocolate to
yeah.
him or her, both. They, them.
Yeah,
whatever.
they, them.
whatever. Like he looked.
They, them.
Like both ways. I was like, okay. This
Yeah,
music
yeah.
Video.
I mean, I'd fuck him.
Right.
Watch, he's probably a fucking top two. Fucking twink.
The aggression behind that.
I'm
You made me
pissed.
surprised. I mean, maybe he's a verse. I feel like if I was gay,
He's probably
I'd be
verse. I mean, verse, you get the best of both worlds.
I
Like
know.
Miley
Like I'm open
Cyrus.
to whatever. Like
You
why
get the
just
best of
be
both worlds.
I'm gonna call me Hannah Montana, bitch. I'll do both.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But do you remember when she posted? She was just like, the best of both worlds is about how you can take an upper and a downer, how you can take Xanax,
yeah,
and also
yeah.
Molly. I'm like, that is my
Literally.
20s. That is my fucking 20s.
Exactly.
You know, you do a little bit of Molly at night, and then in the morning
Maybe
you like
like-
rip off a Xanax, then just like coast.
I don't like Xanax. I love Molly though. I have like so much Molly that I've been wanting to do lately.
Oh really? I have Molly from 2 years ago. That's bright pink and still in my fucking like drawer.
Does Molly ever expire?
Yeah, it does. Are you kidding me? And I'm
Okay.
too scared to take it.
Yeah, you should throw that away.
I just snort it.
I don't think that works. I don't think does it ever work.
Snorting works.
Snorting works.
Snorting
I heard
works.
snorting didn't work.
Didn't you? Haven't you like learned anything from Nurse Jackie?
No, I haven't.
Ugh.
But I do have like some Molly that I'm like, I need to like take this soon because I don't want it to expire. And
Has
I
anyone ever
also, like,
cried on this podcast?
cried?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have cried.
Really?
So many, I've
No,
cried
not you though. You've done this like you've done every single episode.
Oh yeah, I have other people have like cried.
Really?
I think. I'm pretty sure people have cried
Should
before.
I cry?
Why do you want to
I'm not.
cry?
I don't
Do you
want to
wanna
cry.
you
No,
wanna,
I don't want to fucking cry. I just want this episode to do well.
I mean, crying sometimes, like, I've gone viral from, like, crying on this podcast before.
Okay,
Literally.
wait. So I want to. Okay, randomly, I want to know when you worked at that hair salon. What is the craziest story you have of a client?
With a client?
Yeah, or a stylist.
No, I was gonna say it was crazier with like the staff. The clients are just like clients are always gonna be bougie.
Did a client ever get fired? Like do some crazy shit, or what happened? What's the craziest thing that happened with the stylist?
I mean, I just know that everyone did cocaine in the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, and like I remember the top colorist. I'll beep it out. Yeah, she like sometimes wouldn't even show up because she just like had a bender and was like going through it.
She got fired from her previous salon for having like drug issues, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like I didn't hear that, but wouldn't be surprised because she was always drugged up and she would give it to her assistants and stuff. And then like, yeah. And I mean, everyone, even the assistants would do cocaine in the bathroom.
That's wild.
I was just like I was like, this is very.
I was going to work
Hollywood.
there before I worked at Andy LeCombs.
Good thing you didn't because
they moved.
They're toxic.
You know who works with me is Gardner. Do you remember him?
I love Gardner.
He's so hot.
He's so hot.
So hot.
Tell
He's
him,
a sweet guy.
I wonder if he still remembers me because that was a while ago. Tell him Stefanie Maegan from like the front desk. I had a podcast.
Because Jess was also there. No, Jess went to like she worked at like Nova Artists or whatever.
Jess, like, oh yeah.
Not Jess the best, but Jess who worked at front desk. Or no, she started to do hair. I don't remember. Who was the manager again?
Shanali.
Shanali. Where's she?
She works for.
Oh, okay, good for her. She was actually really good.
She was so good. She just had a baby.
Okay.
I love her. We still like talk here and there. She like went to my live show in LA and like.
Oh, you did a live show? That's so sweet.
Last year, and I just did one in New York, and that was.
Oh,
fun.
Really? Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah. So, and I did one in San Francisco.
Wow, you're a fancy podcaster.
Well, we've worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of ways to go.
We?
Me and my cat and my.
I'm like, who the fuck is we?
It was like actually, we is me. No, it's been a while. I mean, I'm still waiting for that $60 million contract with.
Oh my God, like Normal Gossip. I'm obsessed with Normal Gossip. Do you listen to Normal Gossip? Oh my God, it's like
Normal
literally gossip between like friend groups and shit, like shit that happens. I'll send it to you. It's so
good.
Between
friend groups and it's like not. I think
it's like friend groups or families or like neighborhood gossip.
Oh wait, I've heard of that before.
So good. I want to be on the show so bad.
If you're listening,
yeah,
if you're a fan.
But yeah, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I love gossiping.
I love gossiping too.
It's like fucked up. It's like a trait of mine, but it's fine.
What is your favorite like fucked up gossip story that you have?
Well, I guess I can only like right now I listen to Britney Spears audio thing. So
really?
My mind goes straight to like the Britney Spears like gossip.
I have a good gossip story.
Oh, tell me a gossip.
Okay. I was gonna tell you before you said, okay, tell me. Yeah. I can't wait.
Tell me.
Okay, so this girl I went to high school with.
Which is me too.
Sorry. She went to Saugus.
Oh, she went to Saugus.
Okay,
you went to Saugus too?
Huh? I went to Hart, but she went to Saugus. So this girl that I met in high school.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, love her to death. Blah, blah, blah. I've been friends with her since high school. Like, she married this guy, which I ended up finding out she married him literally the day after meeting him.
Oh, whoa.
They were fucked up and went to a chapel in like Newport Beach, and she ended up like totaling his car and then ghosted him for 3 days. And they had like a marriage license and they were like legally married. And they, she like didn't talk She didn't talk to him like whatever, and they ended up having a wedding like a year and a half later. She's always been super secretive about her whole entire life and would always like give me like bullshit excuses, blah blah blah. She switched careers like 10 times.
Yeah.
Anyways, I introduced her to friends in New York. And they became her core friend group because she moved to New York from Houston, where she was living with her husband.
Yeah.
And spent a year out there after law school. And then started telling people that she was getting a divorce from him. Okay. She got a new boyfriend. She didn't tell me that she was getting a divorce.
Yeah.
And she didn't invite me to her birthday in the Hamptons, which is like totally fine. Whatever. I told her, I was just like, you know what? Listen, like, you didn't tell me about your divorce. Like, what the fuck's going on? I've known you since high school, and you're literally telling people that you met a year ago. And she's always like circulated like friends. Like every time I would go on a trip with her, that
it was like new group.
Yeah, friends, and her husband has a shit ton of money, so she's spending her husband's money. Like we're going on trips with like 12 people, and it would be a new friend group every time. Like new different people the whole entire time. She would circulate through friends because she didn't want anyone close to her to know her fucking lies. She would cheat on her boyfriend. She would cheat on her husband. But anyway, she told everybody that she was getting a divorce. I called her out. I'm just like, it really hurts me that you don't feel like you're secure enough to tell me. It's because I knew too much. I knew her sister-in-law. I knew her husband. Yeah. And then so it comes to light that she gets a boyfriend his name is, I don't even know, Henry. His name's Henry, and finds text messages between this girl and her husband. And it's not like, oh, we're getting divorced, like kind of chats. Like, I love you. I hope you're doing well. I'll see you soon. Blah, 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 blah. Like, baby, whatever. Yeah. It's also weird because he lives in Houston full time and she lives in New York. So she's like full on cheating on him. And the guy Henry found text messages and then went to my two other friends and was like, do you know any information about this?
Any information so he didn't even know that she was married?
Exactly. Like, I don't know if he knew that she was married or going through divorce, but she's full on married. Like no talk about getting a divorce from her husband.
What if they're like non-monogamous? Do you know?
I always wondered that, but like, why not be fucking honest? It's so much easier to be honest than like lie about it.
I think a lot of people are low key non-monogamous and just don't.
Well, be honest about it versus like, this is going to start a fucking shit show because like she obviously lost a shit ton of friends about it. And you think because I've known her for over 14 years that she would tell me that they're non-monogamous? Like, yeah, homegirl, come on. It's 2023.
That's messy.
Non-monogamy is the thing.
I know. Everyone is like fucking poly at this point.
I mean, I would honestly have an open relationship.
I love non-monogamy.
So she literally like lied to like the friend group about it and they stopped being friends with her. Aww. And I think she has like literally, she's not lucid. Like she like literally wakes up. She's literally this fucking thin and is on Ozempic, does Adderall in the morning, then anti-anxiety medication to like make herself fall asleep, and then also takes her like weed gummy and snorts ketamine throughout the day. She's like not okay. Not okay.
Well, I hope she's doing okay. Kind of feel bad for her now.
I feel bad for her too, but honestly though, it's just like once you like dig a hole, like I'm not gonna dig you out of it. Like and
she's just lying to everybody.
Yeah, it's like it's tacky.
Yeah, poor girl. I kind of feel bad for her.
Don't. She's doing it herself.
You like don't feel bad for her, but that is
honestly
tea.
though, just like that is tea.
Yeah, but I feel like everyone like fucking like everyone should just be non-monogamous at this point. Like if you're literally like married, just be poly. Just say it.
Oh my god, I'm so down. But my ex is like non-monogamous, and I like saw him on Grindr with this like fucking boyfriend, like looking for a third.
And why don't you be their third?
And I was like, ew, tacky, and then blocked.
I mean, is it tacky? Like that's how you.
No, that's not tacky. I was just like, it was just like, hey, go show me this my ex. Yeah, exactly. Like no ill feelings towards him, but like.
Well, you should have been the third. No. Would you? Is it too messy?
I'm not attracted to his new boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his new boyfriend's like too skinny for me. And
what is your type?
I think like, okay, I like either darker, or I like them like white.
So black and white.
Yeah. So I mean, what's in between that?
I don't know. Brown.
Me either. Well, I'm brown.
You're brown, yeah.
Yeah, but like darker. I mean,
okay,
I like.
So, like,
I like everybody.
You
honestly,
like everybody? Okay.
I like
like black.
Everyone is treated equal in my eyes.
Yeah, as long as they're good looking and nice to you. And
like I remember, do you watch Housewives?
No.
Oh my god, what's her face? Crystal is just like, please don't tell me you're one of those people that don't see color. Just please don't say it because she's black and says that. And I was about to say, I just don't see color.
You just don't see color.
But like that wouldn't read well because I would get canceled.
Oh yeah, you'll get canceled for that here because this podcast is very diverse. We have a lot of black and brown people, so they'd be like, "Fuck you, Glenn."
Well, like you're in my community and I want to have sex with you, so. I would have your children, like, whatever.
Yeah. I love that. Well, anything. We're already at an hour.
Really?
I felt like that was like, I felt like I learned so. I caught up in the last like 20 years of life. Or, yeah. How long have you not been in high school? 15 years?
13 for me. You're 14.
Oh my God. Ew.
12 and a half, 13 and a half.
I love it though. I honestly was like so glad to be done with Heart. I just didn't really enjoy my high school experience.
Why?
I think low-key I didn't like my friends.
Really?
I mean, that's why I'm not really friends with most of them anymore.
Well, I mean, that's of recent though. It took you that long to realize.
Yeah, I think they were always kind of low-key, kind of mean to me, and I just took it. And I think I just was such a people pleaser.
Oh, I see that.
You know.
And now you're coming into. Do you feel happier not being friends with them?
Oh my God! Like I feel like my mental health is like so much better.
Oh really? Oh, then that's great.
Yeah, like it felt like such a relief. Like off my shoulders because I was like, I don't have to like walk on eggshells or think like, are my friends talking shit about me? You know, like that doesn't feel like good.
It's like literally like shedding off like dead weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and I wish them well. Like I really have no ill like feelings towards them.
One of the things that I live by is like you throw people out of your house, not out of your heart.
I love that.
Yeah, but it's like true though. It's just like I'm not friends with a lot of people from high school. Like I think a lot of people are fucking still immature from high school. Like people still live in Santa Clarita Valley. Like go you if you're happy. But honestly, that's all you want out of life. Like,
Right.
that's like, I have like sympathy for them in a way. I don't like down on them, but I'm
Yeah.
like, you could have had a greater life. You could have done so much more.
I agree. I
with
mean,
your
like,
life.
there's like no shade to Santa Clarita because, like, again, such an amazing place to like grow up because it's a
Right.
safe neighborhood, like, you know, like good
really
school
was.
system, like
Exactly.
everything that we needed was there. But to like not leave, like even
People were
just to go
too
to LA.
small-minded. It was just like
Yes.
too like small-minded. It's just like there's so much more of the world than being in Southern California.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
boo, but like going to like fucking Tucson, Arizona for a lavish vacation is not it.
No, like
Like, you need to go out
even,
and see the
even
world.
just go to LA. Like even such an LA from like Santa Clarita is a huge jump.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because it's like
But like in high school, like I always did my own thing. I never had like one specific friend group, but like bopped around and like did my own
Yeah.
thing. And I've always been like that, which I think is like a defense mechanism because like
Yeah.
I had people that were close but didn't get too close. And it wasn't until later on in life when I moved to New York that I realized like what true friendship was, you know, when I like had my true adult friends and like
Yeah.
you deal with real fucking problems of like, oh my God, I have no money in my bank account. I can't afford to like eat food or some shit like that. You
and
know
then
what I mean?
people
Or
that
how am
come
I
through
gonna pay
and
rent?
like not judge you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just like you find your own tribe when you grow up.
For sure. I definitely did. I felt like moving to LA and made new friends. I felt like I moved on.
Yeah. And look at us now. You have a fucking bomb ass podcast. And
Living
like, I'm
life.
like doing hair, living life, and like drunk and only ate a salad today.
I know.
And that gives and I give great head.
You gave great
I can
head.
say that confidently.
Yeah, like no gag reflex. But that's okay. I like need to learn from you. Anyways,
next time.
any last words about life and your dating life or, you know, anything? Any closing, you know, I think I'm kind of drunk.
Do prep. I don't know.
Do prep. Get checked.
Yeah, get checked.
Yeah. No, that's,
don't
I mean,
know.
that's something that we need to remind people.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like, well, also too, it's like the Gluck.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes.
Well, do you know the Gluck?
No.
The Gluck is like going down on someone giving head. It's like,
Oh, yeah. The Glock 3000 or whatever.
oh
people
yeah,
call
it came from Alice
yeah.
Cooper, but I don't watch that.
I don't watch that either.
Yeah.
No
I have a Gen
offense.
Z assistant, so she tells me like everything.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't even realize that was like a caller daddy thing until like
Me either.
like someone like emailed me and said it, and then like I think I like heard it later on, and like I laughed about it on the show, and I heard later on it was like a caller daddy reference. I was like,
yeah.
oh. It's like don't bring it here.
I guess my
It's a different
closing
podcast.
statement
Okay.
is just like, you know what? Just like, don't be hinged, be feral and unattainable.
That's a clip right there. Bing.
Is it?
Yes. Don't be. Oh my god, I love that.
Oh my God.
Anyways, plug
Okay.
yourselves with the butt plug or with your social media handle, whatever you would like to plug yourself with.
Wait, what? Oh, my name. What? I'm like plug myself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you do my professional one or?
I mean, yeah, whatever. We like to
professional-
congratulate everyone who's hardworking and doing their thing. You know,
My
So, go ahead.
professional's at GLENNELIS hair, and my personal one is Glenn GLENN Ellis ELLIS 1.
yeah. I need to book you for a haircut when I'm due.
Yeah, come. Who does your hair?
I lived in the Bay for a couple years,
Uh-huh.
and I had someone out there.
How'd you meet your boyfriend?
He
long have
he
you been
lives in the
together?
Bay, but he
He
was a
lives in
fan
the
of the
Bay?
show. Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah. That's how we met.
I love that.
It was very romantic.
Oh, that's
I
sweet.
love him so much.
How
But
long
yeah,
have you
we
been
lived
together?
3 years.
And he lives in the Bay?
No, he did, and I lived with him in the Bay. But we just moved this month, like literally in
Oh,
this
I love
apartment.
that.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta
All
take
right.
a whiz.
Okay, and then follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Broke girl therapy.